How fast can you lose weight with intermittent fasting? I get this question a lot. People are wanting to know, how fast can I lose if I do intermittent fasting? If I go down to 1 meal a day, how fast will I lose? And I totally get that mindset because that's where I was. In 2015, when I realized I had about 60 pounds to lose, I was in a hurry. It was just like all of a sudden, okay, I've got to get this weight off. I was wanting to lose about 5 pounds a week. I thought, okay, 5 pounds a week, I'll be done with this whole thing in about 3 months. And so I was constantly searching for that way, like, how can I get this weight off quickly? But at the same time, I had this war in my head. Like, I knew that it needed to be sustainable. I knew I had to figure out the things I could stick with for a lifetime. But I ended up just not doing that. So what happened was, in 2015, I really lost weight kind of quickly in the beginning, like until about May, and I lost about 15 pounds. But that wasn't good enough for me because that wasn't 5 pounds a week. And so I was constantly just trying all these different things, and I would be doing one thing, and then I would say, well, I got to go faster, and then I would try this other thing. And then I really hit a plateau. And it was super frustrating because, I was going to the gym every single day. I was just killing myself with really hard workouts, and I just wasn't having the results. I started weighing and measuring my food, and it was so frustrating to me. I really just wanted to be done with this. So by the end of 2015, basically, I had lost about 15 pounds, but the weight was creeping back up. And if you do the math on that, that's like 1/3 of a pound a week. And that was just really disheartening. Nothing I was doing really seemed that sustainable except for intermittent fasting. That was like the one thing that I had done throughout the year that seemed to be providing results. The problem was I was just in too big of a rush. So in January 2016, that's when I realized this is going to take a long time. And I just resigned myself to the fact that I'm going to have to be okay with slow weight loss. And so what I told myself was it would be great if I could lose a pound a week. That was a big step down from what I had initially wanted. But I said, okay, a pound a week, that's 52 pounds in a year. That means like if I could figure out a way to lose a pound a week, I would be done by the end of the year. And then I thought, well, heck, even if I can only figure out a way to lose half a pound a week, then I would still be able to hit my goal. It'd just take me 2 years. And once I started thinking in terms of years, it took a lot of pressure off. It just made me realize, like, if I make mistakes along the way, that's okay. There's not this big deadline looming. And it also helped me to just focus on taking small, sustainable steps. It also helped me to realize nobody is watching me. I had started to learn about spotlight syndrome, realizing, nobody, I had all this pressure put on myself, like, everybody thinks I'm overweight and everybody's watching to see what I'm doing. And then I realized, like, nobody even knows that I'm losing weight at this point, because at that point, nobody really had said, hey, wow, you're losing weight or anything. So then that gave me some freedom. What happened in 2016 was I started losing at a consistent rate. When I got very clear on my plan, that's when I started getting about, a little less than a pound a week. And then once I went to 1 meal a day, it was a little bit over a pound a week, about 1.16 pounds. And by the end of the year, sure enough, I had gotten down to 157 from 205. Really, the funny thing was, when I gave myself permission to go slow, it started to go faster than what it had been going. And I heard this really neat phrase that the Navy SEALs say, which is, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And I've applied this to a lot of different areas of my life now, but I've found it to be very true. When I was in a big rush, I was, constantly changing up things, and I ended up really doing no plan at all. Once I gave myself permission for it to be slow, then I did have smooth results, and then it actually ended up going a lot faster for me. I lost triple the amount of weight in 2016. So I'm curious to know, has anybody else out there found this to be true? Have you given yourself permission for it to take a long time, and then you started to notice, wow, my results actually were quicker? Okay, so thank you for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below.